Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I'm going to be loading up a couple pens with some different inks, and I'm going to do a doodle and we're going to talk about it and look at it and just have a really relaxing time. So grab your own sketchbook, your own supplies, and let's hang out together. So what I purchased for my low buy, and I will link that video in the description box if you want to watch that. I purchased two of these pens. Now both of these are by Ferris Wheel Press, and one of them is a carousel fountain pen and one is the roundabout rollerball pen. And I kept the packaging so you could kind of see it's a little different. But both pens are the same color. They're called Seaside Glass. Here are the pens. You can see it both says Ferris Wheel Press in silver. Kind of see that. And then on one it says carousel and on the other one it says roundabout. Ooh, I apologize. But when you take them off, you can definitely see the difference. So this is the fountain pen. And this is the rollerball pen. Okay. So one looks more like a traditional pen and the other one's just a fountain pen. And I just have a thing with this really light sage. I think it's really pretty. So on the webpage, I've been reading about sort of the descriptions of the pens, the features. The care instructions for these two pens are different. So for the roundabout rollerball pen, there is an additional amendment, and it says, let's see, notes. For heavily saturated inks and darker tones or clogged tips, you may need to soak the grip feeder in water overnight. It is normal for some air bubbles to enter the converter when refilling the ink, and best for use with non-sparkle inks. I think that's the most important takeaway here, is that if you are buying Ferris Wheel Press inks, a lot of them have different shimmers and shines. Some boxes have more information than others. This isn't one of those. Some state what type of shimmers and stuff and glitters are in there. This one doesn't state that, but there definitely is. Here is the jar, and it just looks like a bottle of dark ink. This is called Majestic Maple Syrup. It reminds me of faded sepia photographs, but instead of there being like silver in the photograph, it's gold. So if you've done traditional photography, you know there's a little bit of silver, but you can see the shimmer. The gold shimmer has settled to the bottom. So a lot of these inks need to be shaken up, and this is one of those. So this is going to go in the fountain pen, and for this one I can't put a shimmer ink in there. So I'm going to be using the Winsor Newton drawing ink. This is 967. This is Scarlet. It comes in different sizes. Scarlet is very, very bright pink. I am here. I'm here for it. It's a lot of fun. So let's get to filling these. I have never done this before and I wanted to do it on camera, so if I do a horrible job, at least you know it's user error. It's just me. So let's get to going. Let's see. This unscrews. So I guess we'll fill this one first. Here is the converter. It goes inside, and you have to twist it down. Okay, so it's twisted all the way down. Now I'm going to open this ink. Again, there's no glitter or shimmer in these drawing inks. They're not light fast, but they're a lot of fun. So think for photography or print reproduction or posting online, it doesn't really matter that it fades over time. Just don't stick it in the sun, put it behind glass if you make art with it, or yeah, put it far away from the sun. So it says to submerge it up through the top of the tip, the whole thing. So I'm going to do that. And then you twist again, and the suction brings ink into the pen. So here we go. It is now loaded up. We have ink in here. Ta-da! That took seconds. So that was really quick and easy. And I'm just screwing this back on. We are going to set him to the side. Please behave yourself and don't roll around. If you talk to your art supplies like I do, you feel me. Okay. You can see the shimmer settle. I'm gonna shake this one like a crazy. Here, let's get this all prepped and ready to go. So I'm unscrewing it. I want to make sure you can see this. Here is the converter on the inside. And then I am just twisting it all the way down. I don't really know how this mechanism works. I'm not fluent in fountain pen. I wish I was. I wish I could give you a ton more information. I did try to phone Ferris Wheel Press. They have a number listed on Google. It is not the correct number. That is for a stationery company in Canada. But they were very lovely and gave me the correct number for them. So I was able to call them, but I wasn't able to reach anyone. So it is what it is. All right. So here is my fountain pen loaded up. You see the ink in there. I'll screw this back on. So now we have maple syrup and we have scarlet. And we are going to do a doodle with both. Now, if you are new to my channel or you haven't been following along, the notebook I am currently using, this is a Stillman and Birn Epsilon. It is the softbound. It has a gray cover. It isn't because I am particularly obsessed with the company or obsessed with their products. I just went through 1 year in 2021. I purchased sketchbooks from everywhere and went excessive with my purchasing, and this is just one that I happen to have that I've been doing demos in. So it's kind of become my demo sketchbook for this channel when I'm drawing and doing stuff. So don't feel like you have to rush out and buy any of these products. I am just using them. I am just showing you. We're just going through this together. Now, the instructions for these pens say that you should submerge the rollerball tip fully in warm water, flush the tip by twisting and untwisting the converter mechanism until the water runs clear, allow to dry overnight. So to prep these pens, they want you to start a day in advance. I have not done that. So if things don't perform exactly to perfection, that is why. I did not follow the instructions. I'm not doing a time lapse of what I do in the evening to prep pens. We're just doing it all in one video all at once. So please take that with a grain of salt and don't think that there's, you know, something wrong with these products or anything. I just, we're just doing what we can do here. So I don't know. Again, this paper is a very white paper, so hopefully, okay. Can you see that? You know what, I'm gonna zoom in. This is very pale ink. Let me zoom in real quick. All right, it does no good to do a video if, whoa, we're leaking. Why are we leaking? Why is there things leaking? Oh my God. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this. Are we okay? Are we having problems? I'm not sure why the ink's leaking out of this one. The price of these pens was the same price, so $15 US. Fountain pens on the Ferris Wheel Press webpage start at $15 and go all the way over $200 if you want like solid metal gold. I don't know why this leaked. I'm not sure. Maybe it can't be stored on its side. Maybe you can't set them down. Maybe this one's having a problem. It looks like a mess. And I don't have any wet towels. So I'm just going to be covered in pink ink for a while. Don't mind me. I'm kind of always covered in art supplies. So we're just gonna come to terms with that reality. So it performs like a really nice pen. Again, I didn't follow the instructions explicitly, so at some point, if this doesn't perform the very, very best, just know, you know, I didn't soak it overnight and stuff. I don't have the patience or the inclination. I want to see what stuff looks like now. And maybe you're impatient like I am. Or maybe you have better patience than me and you follow directions. In which case, tell me your secrets. I'm not doing so well with that. The following of the instructions. So I'm just drawing an eyeball. I do things that are recognizable, that way we can really assess what these pens are all about, you know? If I draw things no one can recognize, maybe it's not as helpful. I don't know, that's kind of my 2 cents. So I'm trying filling in, I'm trying stippling, which is just little dots. There's hatching, cross hatching. There's tons of different drawing techniques one can do when doing fine liner pen and ink. I have a video teaching some of that. I can link that video. It's pretty long, but there's timestamps if you want to learn some fine liner techniques. And in that video we draw a rabbit. So this is starting to fade. And I don't know why it's fading. A little bit. We were having fading issues. So I'm not sure what's going on with this guy. There isn't a lot in the eyeball that's just plain white. You got little tints and shadows and things in the eyes. So I'm trying to make sure I convey that. I don't know why it's fading. Do I have to turn it at a better angle? It is leaking. So this pen is absolutely leaking, and I don't know what's wrong with it, but it is getting everywhere, all over me. So I'm gonna put this pen down. You are dangerous. I don't know why you're leaking. Maybe there's something wrong with it. The inside looks fine. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's something wrong with the seal. Well, see, now it looks dark again. It's not quite as pale. I don't know if there's air bubble issues. Again, I'm gonna have to tweak this and see. Maybe the soaking instructions were what I should have followed. I really hope there isn't an issue with this pen. I really want to be able to use up some of my inks. I've had a lot of trouble with sort of the cheapy fine liner pens with nibs and explosions and just the poor quality. So I'm really hoping that this is a viable solution. This may not be the right pen for me. It might be the product. Maybe I need a different, something else. I'm going to keep trying it. It's really all I can do. Clean it out, try again. And hopefully it stops leaking and having the issues. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's do some lips. Hard to have a face without lips. I really like this ink though. This ink is water soluble. You can, you know, stick a paintbrush in it. Stick it in water. You can water it down. You can thin it out. You can combine it with other inks. Again, I have a blue that's cobalt, and when I mix them together, I get a really nice periwinkle purple. So having two colors can make a range of other colors. I don't know. Maybe it stopped linking. I don't want to be covered in ink every time I draw, because I draw every day. That's a lot. That's going to be a lot. Plus, I'm pretty sure I have jury duty Monday, so I'm going to be sitting in there hiding my hands. Hopefully people don't think there's something wrong when they're stained bright pink. You know, if you're not covered in your art supplies, are you really using them correctly? Are you really having enough fun? Okay. Okay. Face. Okay, so I'm going to set this down and we're going to see if it continues to leak. I would like to try the fountain pen now. I think it's time. So let's add another eye here and see if we can. I really like the Majestic Maple Syrup. If you like light brown and you like shimmers, this is a really nice one. I think the medium nib. I don't know if they still have this available on their webpage, but there are other places you can find their pens for the same price. Other stationery stores online. If there is a specific color. Oh, okay, well that came out heavy. Let's see if we can lift that with a brush. Oh, good grief. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay. We had a pocket of ink come out and a huge bubble, so I am making a huge mess. And we are going to see if I can finagle this in any way, shape, or form. Salvage this. It's coming out in huge bubbles and pockets, and I don't know why. I'm having problems with these pens. Oh. I'm not sure what the issue is. Oh, this video is a mess. But at least you know. Maybe these aren't the best pens in the world. I thought they were a good, affordable solution. $30, 2 pens, and then you just, you know, whatever inks you want to put in them, save for sparkly, shimmery ones in this one. Fountain pen users, I know who you are. I know how amazing you are, and I know the knowledge and understanding. Oops, I'm off the page. A breadth of understanding you have with all the different types of fountain pens and cartridges and ways to load ink and all the different things that can be done. There is a lot of knowledge to be had when it comes to fountain pens, and I don't have it yet, so I need to practice, and that's what I'm doing. I need to learn, and that's what I'm trying to do. I am making an absolute mess of things. I hope there's no more pockets of ink like that though, because that's really messy. So I don't like it. I don't like when ink comes out unevenly. I can't get the desired effect. I can't aim my stuff the way I want it and get it to look the way I want it to look. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. Combine a little bit of the brown with the pink. I like these colors together, they're nice. And then a little bit of pet hair there. So I don't know. This one seems to be fine. It's calmed down. It just had a couple like air bubbles, but look how much ink there is right there. That's a lot of ink. So, and if you're wondering about bleeding and ghosting, we look at the other page. it's completely fine on the other page. Some bled through the seam here, but that was really, really thick. So it doesn't seem to be leaking anymore. I don't, I don't know what to tell you about these pens. The initial startup was rough, but now that we're in it, they're fine. Oh. I hope that doesn't go through the page. Did I get ink on that other page? Oh, I'm getting ink on every page. I'm completely covered in ink. Yeah. Good times. I'm just going back over the lips. It doesn't seem to be lifting the pink, which is nice. So layering is always with different supplies and different inks. You never know how things are going to perform. And that always makes me kind of curious. So I like the fountain pen. It's smooth. It's not scratchy. What else is there to say? I don't know. It's not that deep. Again, it's not one of the most expensive ones on the market. So I'm really hoping that I can get longevity out of it. I can get my dollar's worth. I'm really hoping that's something I can do with these products. I like drawing with ink. It's fun. It's really easy. I've done it before with regular pens, so doing it with these pens there isn't a huge learning curve here. Form, function, shape, highlight, placement. The elements of drawing and design. Can you see the shimmer? You can, right there in the eye. So you are getting the shimmer from the ink, which I imagine leaving ink in this one that has shimmer may clog it up, so I'll probably use it up and then clean it before I store it, just because I don't want to clog my products and I don't want any more leaking things. So this is my attempt at using the fountain pen and the Rollerball roundabout. It was a rough start, but I think we're getting to where we're going, and I really hope long term these work for me. I will do updates if you are curious to see if the leaking and things that's a repeated history, or if it's just a one-off and it's just me. And then I will do a full review after I've used these for months and months and months, because it's really hard to do a review when I'm like, hey, I just tried it, it's great, but that doesn't give you enough information. So if you're thinking about trying these products or purchasing products similar to these or these exact ones, I would say check other YouTubers that specialize in fountain pens, that specialize in Ferris wheel press products, if you need those answers right away. If you're just curious in general, in the future, I will do an updated video in regards to that. But as of right now, they're great. They're messy. It's fun. They're great. Okay. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.